Welcome to Yoga Revolution's Your Mat Matters. And in today's session, we're going to talk about how to prepare for a class at Yoga Revolution. So we've had some people expressing a little bit of, I guess, nervousness about, well, can I do a hot class? What do I need? Am I able to do a hot class? Those kind of things, because it's maybe their first time, those kind of things. So we want to take this time to help people prepare, help you prepare for those classes, and maybe take any of those, put some of those fears aside for whether or not you can do a hot class.
Okay, so our schedule is done as warm and hot. So how warm is warm and how hot is hot?
So in our warm classes, we don't turn the panels on. So typically with the warm classes, it's whatever heat is kind of left over in the studio room. Could be kind of room temperature, could be just kind of depending, but typically that's between 25 and 30 degrees is what our warm classes are. So that's kind of what you can expect for that.
Okay, and then our hot classes range from what degrees to what degrees?
So hot classes, that's where we turn the panels on. So with those infrared panels turned on, like we said before, they start to heat up all the objects in the room, the floor, the walls, bodies once they're in there. And that temperature can range anywhere between about 33 degrees and 42 degrees, give or take.
Okay, and so then Hot 26 would be the hottest class offered here. And so how hot is that, and is there any humidity that affects that temperature?
So with our Hot 26 class, we're aiming to try and get that temperature between 38 degrees and 42 degrees, somewhere in there. But we want that humidity in and around that 30 to 40% range. We're trying to, with Hot 26, we're ideally trying to simulate the climate of India where it was founded, right? Kind of dry, but hot and dry kind of climate.
So what happens if that humidity reaches like 50% or higher?
If we start to see that humidity rise, so we do have a way of gauging the humidity and the temperature in the room, we have exhaust fans that we can turn on to then bring some of that humidity out of the room. Because unfortunately, if the humidity gets too high, what happens is our sweat sticks to our skin and it doesn't have anywhere to go. It can't go into the air anymore because the air is already too humid. So then we lose that ability for that sweat to evaporate, which is really what the cooling system is. It's the sweat evaporating from our bodies, which is what actually cools us down.
Okay, so then we have those exhaust fans to turn on to help alleviate some of that humidity if we're partway through class.
If need be, yes, absolutely.
Okay, so another question that we have often
what should I wear? That's a big question, is what should I wear coming to class?
Absolutely. So definitely breathable, moisture wicking materials. Some people ask about shorts or pants. Doesn't matter, totally up to you. I know personally in Hot 26 I prefer to be wearing my yoga leggings because I find that my foot slips on my sweaty skin. So that's just personal preference, but definitely wearing shorts is a good idea if that's what you're comfortable with. Stay away from cotton because you are sweating so much in our hot classes. All that's going to happen with the cotton is that it gets heavy and just soaks up all of your sweat. So, yeah.
Okay. No, that's great, and I think I kind of share some of the sentiments with you about the clothes and the leggings as well. But yeah, but that's again personal preference. So okay, so now that we know what to wear.
What should you bring to class?
What should we bring to class? Well, the first thing is bring your mat. So we do have mats here that you can borrow, like say you forget your mat, or maybe you're a newcomer, you want to try it out. But we do encourage you to bring your own mat. It is always more comfortable to be practicing on your own mat.
And we do have, if you are interested in buying a BMAT or any BMAT or Half Moon products, if you use MedHat, MEDHAT 15 at checkout on their website, you get 15% off any of your purchases. So we do obviously recommend the BMAT. It's our personal favorite for hot yoga, but of course if you already have one, but we just wanted you to know that their offer is available for you.
Yeah, and I also highly recommend bringing a towel, a sweat towel, something to wipe sweat. We do encourage you to kind of limit that to just wiping sweat off, like out of your eyes, off your face, maybe off your hands, but keeping the sweat on your body, obviously, because we talked about that, how we want that sweat to be able to evaporate. If you're wiping it all off, then your body will just pump more out and then you can get dehydrated faster. So, but a sweat towel definitely. And then the third thing is water and electrolytes.
So hydrating well before class, always before class. During, obviously, you can grab water when you need water, and then afterwards. So electrolytes, let's speak to those. Like, what exactly are electrolytes? Do we have them here?
Yeah, so electrolytes, basically, they're kind of like the salts in our, when you think you sweat and it's that saltiness, that's the electrolytes coming out in our sweat. And what happens is when we get low in our electrolytes, we start to feel things like dizzy, we start to feel nausea, fatigue, those kind of things, headaches. Those are some of the symptoms of low electrolytes. So replenishing those electrolytes is really, really important during and after practice. So a couple of products that we use is BioSteel is one product that is used. You can either get these as individual packets that you can just kind of put into your water and do it that way, or pre-made drinks. Yeah, it sounds like we're doing a little sales pitch, but really these are the ones if people want to know what is an electrolyte, what should I get? And another product that we use as well are Noon tablets as well. So where can I find these?
You can get them at local grocery stores. You can get them at your local supplement and health food stores will have electrolytes, and everyone's favorite, Costco, or maybe not your favorite, depends on the day. And then also just wanted to mention that electrolytes are really, really, really important for a hot practice because it actually allows your body systems to work properly. So we do want you to definitely take that seriously, which is why I wanted to introduce you to a few options that are available to you.
And maybe even asking our friends over at Supplement King too,
Yes,
because
yeah.
they would have lots of information about all that kind of stuff, pre-workout, during workout, post-workout. So
Yes.
yeah, so definitely talk to them as well. So okay, so any other tips or tricks for hot yoga?
Yeah, so also if you don't want to actually purchase electrolytes, you can do water with sea salt,
Right.
not table salt, sea salt, and lemon juice. That is a good homemade option for you to use. Other tips, because we do use that infrared panel heating, which is again very different than forced air, which we mentioned in our other video. And forced air meaning turning on a furnace, which dries your air out. We've had some people say, oh, but I hate heat. I don't like being in a hot room. I don't like being outside. Then they come try our yoga studio with our infrared paneling, and their attitude totally changes because it's a different type of heat that you're being exposed to, and again, the healing benefits of those infrared panels. We also encourage clients during their practice to always listen to their bodies. So you take water when you need water, rest when you need rest, wipe sweat when you need to wipe sweat, and also mostly I usually wipe sweat from my face because I don't want it dripping in my eyes, and try and stay away from wiping off like your arms and things like that, because again, we need that the sweat to evaporate from our bodies for our bodies to actually cool. And finally, it's also important for, again, always listening to your body first. Your practice is going to be different day to day. It's going to be different from the morning to the evening. So listening to your body first is always the most important thing.
Like, have you ever had to just kind of say, nope, that's it, I'm just going to
Oh, yeah.
lay in child's resting pose?
Yeah,
or
Shavasana,
from
or
here on
just
out?
sit there with my hands on my thighs for a minute. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's again your practice. So that we definitely want you to be working on your practice, not worrying about what we're doing. So.
Right. So we hope this helps people at ease if there's any nervousness, apprehension, maybe excitement about trying a hot yoga class, and what to bring, what to expect, how to take care of your body before, during, and after. So thanks for watching another episode of Yoga Revolution's Your Mat Matters, your home for hot yoga, where change begins and transformation
Thrives.
thrives. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.